Is this thing on?
Hey everyone, welcome to my bootleg podcast. I'm gonna deem it MeloD's Thoughts. I think a lot of you guys came to know my channel from my travel vlog, and I'm guessing that you guys want more content on that. And I got you. I will give you more content on that. I have no problem doing that. This video is gonna be about 10 things that you should know or do before you move to the United States. I really hope this helps somebody, and enjoy. Now let's get into the tips I have. Okay, so my first tip for you guys is to definitely bring enough toiletries and hygiene items from home. I came from Nigeria. I'm not sure where you're traveling from if you're watching this video. I'm assuming Nigeria too. I'm just gonna make that assumption. You might be used to specific things that you might not easily find here. I can't be privy to that, but it also just makes life easier because you're adjusting to a whole new country. You're learning about new shops. Even if you've heard of different shops, you might not be sure what exactly to get. You might be confused. You might just pick up whatever and then not be pleased with whatever you have at the end of the day. So I definitely advise you to bring as much as you can. I'm talking soap, roll-on, body spray, toothpaste. Please bring toothpaste because I wish I brought more toothpaste. I'm not saying like it's like really expensive here. It's just convenient, you know, like okay, I have toothpaste in my suitcase. Oh, look at that. I did that. I have toothpaste in my suitcase. Let me just go pick that out. Let me go get that here and let me just be fine. You know what I'm saying? Since you're adjusting to a new environment, by the time all your toiletry items will be done, you'll be ready to go out and buy some stuff. If they're like big things that you can't exactly carry in your box and you don't want to carry overweight luggage, that's fine. I would say just bring at least 2 of each item, or one that's in use and one that's new, just to make sure that you're okay and you just know where to get your products from and everything is fine. It just makes life a lot easier. That's what I think, speaking from my own experience at least. Yeah, so let's get into the next tip. Now my next tip looks like a really obvious one. That's to bring enough cash. That could be by paper or digital. I mean, you know, paper money and money that's in your card or in your bank account if you have one before you get here. Yes, please bring enough cash. I know that sounds like given or granted, but that's something I like underestimated. I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. Like, I'm okay. If you're a teenager and your parents are giving you money, like, take as much as they'd like to give you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna need it. And honestly, to ask for money to be sent to you, that's if you're not like planning to get a job as soon as you get here. To ask for money to be sent to you, that can be difficult. That's if you're coming from the country I'm coming from, but if not, then you know, you have your own ways. Go off, but bring enough cash to be started with, because you never know what you have to pay for at the airport, at the anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to buy something really quick. Let's say you forgot some things, because let's not lie, we could pack forever but we'll still forget something. It's really important to just get some extra cash, just have it on you. Even especially at the airport, you might be like, okay, I want to buy to eat, like, but that's given or granted. I just thought it should be reiterated because sometimes we do underestimate that. On to the next one. Okay, now this is another one that I think we look over a lot. We're always like, yeah, we'll come here, we'll buy clothes. But the truth is that, like, it's not even like a choice. Like, you're going to buy clothes. Because the truth is that when you're coming from a tropical country, like me, I personally never wore hoodies, sweaters. I didn't wear that because I didn't need to, and personally it wasn't my style. I know that some people wear that just for like fashion and stuff. Yeah, I wear those now, not because of fashion and stuff, even though they do look cute, but because I have to, or I will freeze. So I don't know what part of America you're trying to travel to. It definitely depends, but even inside buildings will get like really cold sometimes, and you will need to just buy new clothes, buy new shoes. So that's why, going back to my first tip and my second tip, you should bring enough cash and already like save money on buying like basic needs like soap and all those other things, and use that money to buy clothes, you know, because fashion and for, you know, to be cycle, because you're gonna need to buy clothes. Like, that's just something that's going to happen. It doesn't matter if you brought all your staples and you're like, oh, I already have a good closet. That's cute and all. Like, that's what I thought too, but no, like, you're gonna need to buy more clothes. And you probably already gave away most of them, because no one wants to pay those overweight luggage fees. And yeah, so please remember that you're gonna buy clothes whether you like it or not. Now for this tip, I know it sounds very trivial, and I know it's like, oh yeah, but we know what temperature is. Yeah, you're gonna need to know how to actually understand what it means. And most countries we use Celsius. Me personally, I didn't use any form of temperature because I wasn't checking the temperature. Like, okay, like outside, the sun is out, it's always like warm, and like it's not always warm, but like I knew when the weather changed, like from like dry season to like Hamatan or rainy season, like I knew, like I'll be like, okay, it's just a bit colder, like just rub extra cream, like it's not that serious. Here you're gonna need to know the temperature every morning or every night before. You're gonna have to check the temperature for tomorrow, check the temperature for that day, and dress up according to it. Because if you do not dress up according to it, you're not gonna be caught in the wrong outfit. You're gonna be cold or too hot. It's just a mess. You're gonna need to learn how to understand it. And if you're moving to the United States, you're gonna need to learn how to understand it in Fahrenheit. It's not hard because I got the hang of it. I was taught how to like read the temperature and stuff, but like, again, I lived in a country where it wasn't important, so it wasn't a skill that I actively practiced. I was like, oh, let me check, is it so and so amount of degrees? It wasn't something that came to me. But here you're gonna need to know. And yes, it will be a topic of discussion when we watch movies and we see them asking, how's the weather today? And you're like, how can you talk about that? Yeah, it's a lot to talk about because the weather just changes on you. Sometimes it's cold, it's freezing, it's raining, but it's hot, it's windy, and it's warm. It's just a mess. You're gonna need to understand wind speeds. You're gonna need to understand everything, because like it matters. Like, it can be cold, but if it says it's cold and windy, you're in for like a whole cold mess. If it's just cold, it's kind of fine. If it's warm and windy, that's pretty. I agree with that temperature. I'm okay with that. It's like you have to know how it feels. It's 70, it's 60. You're like, okay, I feel it, but you're gonna get used to it. You don't have to like watch YouTube videos and like really learn it, because very soon you just associate yourself with it. You can just like go outside, check the temperature. If it's like 50 degrees, you go outside, you see, okay, this is what 50 degrees feels like. Just like learn like that. That's how I did it, but that's something you're gonna need to keep in mind. Okay, on to the next tip. Alright, so this is the part of the video where it starts to get a little more deep, a little more personal. One thing that I would advise people is to not spend all your time working or hustling. Actually, I think I'm talking to the older generation here, because I know that my generation, I don't think y'all are gonna spend all your time working or hustling. Definitely work and hustle, because you need like money, you need food, you need your basic needs, and you need to work hard to get them. At the end of the day, God will provide. Trust in that. And you're in another country, like, come on, like, go out, have some fun, go have a meal, like, go out and eat outside. Like, I know there's rice at home, but like, come on, we have like $2 burgers. Again, it depends on what state you're moving to and where you're living, but don't ignore the fact that like this is like a whole place that you can like be a tourist and also live here. The same thing in your own countries. There are a lot of things that I wish I did when I was in Nigeria, and I definitely want to like do. Have fun, like treat it like a vacation, because you're in another country and some things are like easily accessible. Just don't spend all your time going to work, coming back, going to work, coming back, going to work, coming back. Go out, eat good food, have some fun, treat yourself like at least once a month, twice a month. Have some fun. You know what I'm saying? You're in a new country, like that's pretty great. You know what I mean? Okay, so flipping off from the deep side, we're gonna go back there again, but one thing I suggest is that you should definitely do research before you move. If you're on here watching my videos, seeing what advice I can give you, that is research, but definitely do some more. For example, personally, I'm not going to say like I sat down and I was like, let me learn about America as per like it's like a study group or whatever. I really just have been watching videos over the years and I just figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear YouTubers be like, I'm going to Target like at least like 100 times all the time, like come on, man, you're gonna know what Target is. You know what I'm saying? Like Target, Ross, Marshalls. Don't be I know ignorance is bliss, and I'm not calling you ignorant, but like at least like just learn little things like that. Definitely going to be places that you don't know. Like there's so many places that people are like, oh, like this place is really cool here, and I'm like, I don't know what that is, but basic things that you hear everywhere. McDonald, we know what McDonald's is. McDonald's, like just stores, clothing stores. At least when you come here, like, okay, I need shoes. I don't have to look around the whole place that I'm living for shoes. I know where to get shoes from. I know where to shop online for that. Definitely do some research. Watch people living day in the lives on YouTube. Watch how other people like got to where they can. Of course, not everyone shares that information, because some of that information cannot be shared, but definitely prepare yourself. Ask, if you have friends that have like traveled before, ask them questions. Ask people that if you have people that live here that are willing to help you, ask them questions. Be like, oh hey, so like if I come, like if you're grown enough to get an apartment, how can I get an apartment? How can I do this? What do I need? How do I apply for credit? How do I get a bank account? Those things are easy, and they're easy to do, but like there's some things that, especially when you're relocating, there's some things that you just want to do immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I need a new phone number. Oh, I need this. Oh, I want to buy this. So definitely do some research before you move out of your country. You don't want to come and be completely confused, because then it just gets a lot harder. One thing that I really wanted to mention is that you might be lonely at first. Now, please don't take this as I'm speaking bad upon your life, because you're you, and you're a whole different person than who I am. I'm speaking from personal experience, and sometimes even when people are around you, you just want a little bit of familiarity. So if you're going to college, I think they have like, I don't know, depends on the college you're going to. I've not gone to college. I'm in my senior year of high school. Maybe that's also why I'm saying this, because being your last year of high school and you just came is kind of like different. But if you're in your first year of college, like, go and have some fun. I'm like, not only go and have some fun, go and meet new people. Like, you're in your first year, like everybody else is in their first year. Not everybody else, but you know what I mean. Like, there are many people in their first year, so go and meet them. Everybody's looking for friends. If you're in college, if you're an adult and you're working, definitely find people. I don't know how to say this, but like where you're from, you know what I'm saying? If you want that like familiarity, if you can't find them easily, like find a way to like just be outspoken. Tell them about yourself. Be like, oh hey, I'm so and so, I'm from this. Like, go and like talk to people. And sometimes even that's not enough, and honestly, just carry your phone, because I know you have phone. Carry your phone and go and talk to your friends, go and talk to your family members. And I know you might be like, oh, I didn't tell anybody that I left the country. One person has to know. Like, you can't just leave like that. Like, I'm guessing at least one person knows. There's one person that's been checking for you, and if not, like, well, announce it, because you're going to need to talk to people. And as like uncomfortable as that might sound, you're gonna need to like just need someone to keep you grounded, need someone to just give you updates, someone to laugh with, someone to giggle with. You don't have to even tell them about how it's going for you. You just have to like talk about something, like, oh hey, did you catch the episode of this? Have you watched this on Netflix? Just have conversations, because that sense of community and connection is something that will always keep you true to who you are, and something that will make you feel a lot less lonely. Sorry, and I also wanted to add, there are different types of people. They're extroverts, they're introverts. You don't have to force yourself out of your nature, but find something that makes you feel comfort and makes you feel more at home. You're definitely going to have to adjust to a whole different area and culture, and it might be hard for you to like find people to interact with, but I'm just going to tell you that you're going to be fine. And mind you, this is not everybody's story, so it's not like, oh, I'm telling you and then you just come here and immediately, no, that's not everybody's story. Like, some people come here and they find friends like this. Some people already have friends and they're just like gisting with them. You're going to be fine. It's just like something that might come out, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I really don't want this to be negative to anyone. Like, you just might have some sense of, oh, like, I'm in a whole nother country, and you might just start feeling that way, but don't feel that way. Just know, a whole new country, a whole lot of possibilities. Okay, you're gonna be fine. All right. Now, speaking of being true to who you are, look, and I mean this in the best way possible, because there's no bad way to mean this. Do not throw away your culture. Look, you're in a new country. Please don't come here and just like discard Nigeria. They ask you where you're from. Oh, I'm black. Oh, I'm African American. You're not African American. You're from where you're from, and there's nothing wrong with you being from where you're from. There's nothing wrong with being from Spain. Nothing wrong from being from Ghana. Nothing wrong with being from Nigeria. Better embrace that culture, okay? You can learn new things about other cultures. I didn't say be adamant and not learn anything else. I'm saying don't forget where you came from and be proud of that. If you know your native language, go off with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your culture. You're in a new country, but you're still like adhering to your culture. Like, just remember that you're from somewhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, don't lose everything that you've been trained when your parents have trained you, and don't forget where you're from. Yes, sometimes accents change. I'm not saying that, okay, make sure you keep your accent. Like, of course, keep your accent, but accents can definitely change. But just remember where you're from, remember who you are, and don't lose your language. If you do know how to speak your native language, that's an amazing thing. That is so beautiful, and you're gonna be so grateful that your parents taught you that, or like people around you taught you that. If you don't know how to speak your native language, that's not a horrible thing as well, as long as you know your culture, you know who you're from, because that's something that people search for. Don't throw it away just because you're in a new country, okay? You are beautiful, you are amazing, and you can teach so many people about your culture. You can be like, oh, I'm from Nigeria. I do that all the time. I just talk to people like that. I'm like, hi, I'm Melo, I'm from Nigeria. That's how I introduce myself. And there's a reason I do that, because also, when you say that you're from another country, people are more like privy to helping you. I'm like, oh, you're from another country. In my experience, people have not made me feel dumb because of that. They're like, oh, you're from another country, you don't understand this. Like, sometimes, but like in most of my situations like that, no one has ever made me feel like I'm less than. They just like explain, like, oh yeah, here, this is what we do, or here we have this. So of course, when people ask me some strange question, I'm like, why would you ask me that question? But I'm like, it's okay. You don't know where I'm from. You never have been there, so I'll explain, and you'll explain your culture. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a whole melting pot. Like, we don't have to get angry. We can just talk about it and talk about where we're from, unless people are like being like discriminatory towards you. Look, I can't really speak on that experience, but definitely just know that sometimes that even helps people explain something to you, because like they'll be like, oh, you've been from here, because they might just assume that you've been like there for like ever, and you don't understand. Like, what are you doing? But when you explain that you're from another country, people are more likely to explain things to you, like, oh yeah, this is how we do this, or oh yeah, we have this. You know what I'm saying? Just don't throw away where you're from. Don't throw away where you're from. You want to pass that down. You want to keep that forever. Now, this could definitely be a continuation from the last tip, but please remember that follow is not good. Please be who you are, and by that I mean you don't have to assimilate. Okay, you can acculturate. Now, okay, I've been like paying attention in class or whatever. And acculturation is when you learn about other people's culture. You might change some things that you've been doing traditionally, and you just learn about other people's culture and you like implement that, but you always keep it true to yourself. Now, assimilation is throwing away everything that you like know and everything that you are, and becoming a whole different person of a whole different culture. Please don't do that. Don't do that, because not every time that that's good. Like, personally, I don't think it's good in any instance. I think you should definitely adopt some new things if you want to learn some new things, but definitely keep true to who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come back to Nigeria when you're coming back to visit and talk about you don't eat iba and igusi. Like, no, don't do that. That's embarrassing. Stop. Stop. Somebody starts speaking your language to you, you act like you don't understand. Stop. You've been speaking your language your whole life. Just because you travel does not mean you don't understand it. Stop. Really, stop. Be who you are. Like, you don't have to be doing all these bad things that you see other people doing so that you look cool. You be like, oh yeah, so that they won't look at you as in the event that maybe you're from Nigeria or like another African country, but like, oh, this African. No, like, even if they look at you like that, they're wrong. You're not wrong. You're doing the right thing. You don't have to do anything that they're doing. You don't have to change your accent. You don't have to start wearing clothes that you're not comfortable wearing. You don't have to leave your comfort zone to the point where you're leaving your comfort zone to do the wrong thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, be who you are. Like, stay true to who you are, stay true to your values that you know are right. You know what I'm saying? Like, be who you are. Like, maybe the people you're around, they don't go to church and they don't think you're cool because you go to church. In the event that you're a Christian, please continue to go to church, because you know that maybe that keeps you grounded, that keeps you good. You know what church means to you. You don't have to change that just because other people think that's not cool. Or you read your Bible every day. Why are you reading your Bible every day? Continue reading your Bible, because you know that that's what keeps you grounded, and that's what keeps you sane. Like, you don't have to do what other people do. Like, be who you are. Like, you don't have to follow other people so that you can feel better. Like, come on, man. It's not 1959. We've gotten our independence. At least Nigeria got their independence in 1960. We're all good. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to assimilate anymore. We have our independence. Please act like a free person. You know what I mean? Like, people have been emancipated like all over the world, even though there are many issues going on currently, and we do pray for those people. I just need you guys to understand that it's okay. It's okay to be who you are. You're fine. Now, my last tip that I believe is really important is that you're gonna be okay. Now, personally, I don't know the reason why you left your country. Like, right now, as of today is Friday, 25th February, the day before you guys are seeing this, and we know that a whole war is going on in Ukraine, and it's a whole mess. And I'm pretty sure a lot of those people are leaving their countries. I'm not sure where they're gonna end up, but I do want to pray for them. I want them to be okay, and I just hope they're gonna be okay. We have to keep them in our prayers. Have to keep them in mind. We have to keep people all over the world in mind. I'm not sure why you left your country, for what reason, but you're gonna be okay. If you came here for school, you're gonna be okay. You came here for economic opportunity, you're going to be okay. If you came here as a refugee, baby, you're going to be okay. You're going to be fine, and you're going to get the hang of it. You're gonna be good. You just need to make sure that everything you're doing is right. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be alright. Okay, these are just like little tips that I think can help somebody. If you're coming, personally, I'm a teenager. I'm 17 years old. I'm doing school right here, right now. So, you know, my advice is definitely not as deep. And even if I did have really deep advice, I'm not going to like give that on the internet, because personally, I don't like. I don't know how that goes, but. I do believe that we're all going to be fine in the end. And remember that the position where you are now, God wants you in that position, and you're going to be okay. Now, I just want everybody all over the world to feel alright. I hope this video maybe made you laugh, smile, helped you out, because I know we're going through a lot right now as a nation, as a world, as a community, as an internationality. Look at me making up new words. But we're gonna be fine, okay? Anyways, I'd like to give you guys a big thank you for watching my video. I hope this brought somebody peace, laughter, happiness, help. And I actually like filming this style of video. Like, it was really easy, and if you guys want me to talk about more things, like, I can talk. I can come here and be talking. But thank you guys for watching, and please like, subscribe, and comment. I don't think I even said that at the beginning of the video. I'll go back and see it now. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. Stay tuned for my next videos. If you like this style of video, please comment down below. You want me to talk about something else, you want me to advise you guys on something else, please put it down below. And I really thank you guys for coming here and watching this with me, bearing with me with my bad audio clips and everything else. I really appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for supporting me. Like, I have like 33 subscribers. I know that does not sound big, but to me it's big. Like, what? Like 33 people. I see 33 people want to watch my videos. Like, that's amazing, you know. Have a blessed day, and stay unbothered and saved. Stay safe in this wonderful world, and stay unbothered and saved. Not the singing.
I'm missing every piece of the puzzle, and I think that I don't need to speak to the only one who sees.